Hello. Welcome back to Let's Talk Ray Bradbury. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please do. So here on Let's Talk Ray Bradbury, I have been reviewing the short stories of Ray Bradbury. This project's been going on for a number of years. I began with the collection Bradbury Stories, which was 100 stories. I've since gone on to the stories of Ray Bradbury, which is 100 more stories. And we're up to story number 30 of 100 in this collection. That story is The April Witch from 1952. This story centers around a girl named Cecy, who we've met before in a few other Ray Bradbury tales. And she comes from a strange family with unique powers, supernatural abilities. Her ability is that she can possess any living thing, be it a plant or a human, and I think maybe some dead things as well. But yeah, she can project her spirit into the bodies of other things and control those things. One day, she tells her parents that she feels like she wants to be in love. It is April. Girls feel that way in April, I guess. It's mating season, if you will. They warn her, though, that if she marries a mortal, she may lose her powers. So that night, she mentally travels throughout her outside of her home in Illinois, and she then occupies the soul of a girl named Ann Leary. Anne has had a rocky relationship with a boy named Tom, but under Cecy's control, Anne agrees to go with Tom to the dance that evening. And every once in a while, if Cecy lets her control slip away, the girl's mood will completely change and she'll wonder why she agreed to go with Tom. But that night, under Cecy's control, she agrees to go to the dance, which ends, of course, with a kiss. What dance doesn't? And Cecy, she gets a piece of paper out of Anne's purse, writes down her address, and makes Tom promise to come visit a friend of hers, as she calls her, in nearby Mellon, Illinois, which Tom sort of shoves into his pocket. Doesn't really understand what the nature of this request is. But that night, it's revealed that Tom still has the paper clutched in his hand as he goes to sleep. So maybe there is a possibility that he will one day go and visit Cecy. For some reason he doesn't understand because of their night together. So, neat little story. You know, on the surface, it's a sort of supernatural romance, but I think it's also a bit of a commentary on the behavior of teenage girls, if you will. This sort of seeming from the outside looks like spontaneity, like 1 minute it's this mood, the next minute it's this mood, constant mind changing and sort of emotional turmoil. And with Cecy occupying Anne, it's like two separate personalities in the same body, which is certainly, I think, the way a lot of us adults feel about teenagers. So it works on that level, but it's also just a pretty neat little supernatural concept. This girl who can occupy and mentally project herself into the bodies of others and sort of see the world through their eyes, but also control them a little bit. And then just what happens when those moments, when they lose control, and how that must appear to everybody on the outside. So not a masterpiece by any stretch of the imagination, but I think it's a fun little Ray Bradbury tale. You know, so many of his tales are basically boys' stories through the eyes of little boys, which makes sense because once upon a time he was a little boy. But occasionally there are stories like this where he sort of puts things into the perspective of a young girl. And that was certainly the case here with The April Witch from 1952. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that quick little commentary on The April Witch. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and tune in next time when we discuss The Invisible Boy from 1945. So that makes it a pretty early story from Ray Bradbury. But there's hundreds more to discuss, and I hope that you will enjoy this journey with me. See you later.